Hello and welcome back to MBNs News. I'm your host, Barry Banks, and as you can probably tell, I'm not in the office today. That's because I found myself getting lost in the woods. First segment, which is taste testing grilled cheese. I'm gonna send you over to Buck Goldstein on our new segment called Taste Me.
So good and tasty?
Welcome to Taste Me. Today's episode, grilled cheese. Throughout this episode, I will be tasting 5 different cheeses that have been grilled into a sandwich-like proportion. Now, for each taste test, I'm gonna have to blindfold myself to make sure that there's no cheating happening. Bring me the first cheese. Okay. This is Swiss. Next one. Okay, cheese number 2. This is pepper jack. Cheese number 3. Okay, oh. Oh, this is better. Yeah, that's better. Cheese number 4, please. I think this one is sharp cheddar. Oh, this is American. Thank you for watching me on Taste Me. If I got all these cheeses right. Oh yeah, so that's all. Moving on to our next segment. I'm gonna send you over to our other segment of the day. It's a little bit different, but it's definitely gonna grind some people's gears. It is our news team's top 5 biggest fears. Today we will have Buck Goldstein and Grant Billiards do that for us today.
MBNs News fans, you're here with Grant Billiards and Buck Goldstein, and we are going to be ranking the MBNs News 5 biggest fears rankings of 2025. We have conglomerated a list here, both of us have, and starting at number 5, I've got to go with the cave word. Exploded after the MBNs News American Monsters ranking video, and it's just as terrifying as it was back then. I have never been more afraid than I am now. Buck, you're number 5.
Well, my number 5 is gonna have to be morbidly obese people. We've all seen it, a big person trying to get on a plane and they're mad when they have to buy 2 tickets. That makes me just as mad as you, and it makes them even more mad, which is scary because we don't want that plane tipping over, do we, John? Basically, for morbidly obese people, I'm just gonna have to say, just buy the second ticket. Grant?
Rolling into the number 4 here, I've got to go with Hero Brian. He's a childhood whore who's still sneaking into the top 5 because he is lurking behind that tree. We've all seen the picture, we've all seen the videos. This guy is going to be in the back of that head forever. Under number 4.
For sure. Well, number 4 for me, I'm gonna have to put the backrooms, specifically the Roblox backroom horror games. Now, when I play Roblox, I am usually not very terrified, but when I go into the backrooms, I'm like, heebie-jeebie, what's gonna happen? Because of that unsettling state that I'm in, I'm gonna have to put that as our big number 4, because the backrooms, John, Grant.
Anyways, going into my number 3, I'm going to have to go with the Red Rocket, or as many of you might know, Gingers. There's nothing that screams less privilege than having hair the same color as a dog on its period. Ladies and gentlemen, this is truly disgusting, and Gingers...
Interesting take, Grant. My number 3 is gonna have to be getting a job. You know I hate to do hard work, and getting my hands dirty just isn't my thing.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at my number 2, we're gonna have getting a job. So terrifying, I didn't even want to say it, because there's nothing worse than applying yourself, ladies and gentlemen. As you all know, my fellow unemployed brothers.
Well, my number 2 is gonna be not having food. An interesting take for some, but unlike many, I myself am kind of a fat ass. I do like to indulge myself in sweet, salty, and maybe even a little bit of a creamy treat. And if I didn't have that, I don't know what I'd like to do. My favorite part of the day is when I'm having breakfast, brunch, and lunch, and then dinner's just waiting around the corner for me to indulge. Grant?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We're at the number 1. And shouldn't be a shock to any of our male audience, rolling in to my number one, it's going to be women. Do I even need to say more? Stream goes down the leg the second I'm within 5 feet of one, and ladies and gentlemen, the vocal cords just shut off. When you're around women, you don't speak, and that's, no question to me, why they're number one.
My number one is gonna have to be snakes. Oof. Whenever I see a snake, just how they slither, I shiver in fear. You know I hate them, and even more, I hate when they try to touch me.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the MBNs News Biggest Fears ranking. Thank you for watching, and we're going to send it right back to Barry Banks. Thank you.
MBNs News!
MBNs News!
I'm going to send you over to Banter with Barry. It's a new segment, but I think you'll enjoy it. Welcome back to Banter with Barry. Today's topic is bridges. Our first bridge is the Golden Gate Bridge. When I look at the Golden Gate Bridge, it's like closing my eyes and seeing a gazelle get chased through the Arctic by a polar bear. And then when I open them, I see the Golden Gate Bridge. It truly is remarkable how our American engineers put this together. It's pure bliss to reminisce about it. Our second bridge is the Brooklyn Bridge. When you think of the Brooklyn Bridge, what do you think of? I'll tell you what I think of. I think of standing on top of the Eiffel Tower, imagining what it would be like to fall and then wake up in heaven. Now, obviously, I wouldn't do that, but if I did, I imagine that I'd wake up to the Brooklyn Bridge. The Sydney Harbor Bridge. Oof. I like that bridge. It's just something about it really gets me going. It's one big arch is truly remarkable in the feats of just how things are. The thing about the Sydney Harbor Bridge is it's like a woman. Next up is the Confederation Bridge. The Confederation Bridge consists of many arches, kind of like a human centipede. Now, close your eyes with me for a second and imagine being in the back of the human centipede. It'd be pretty shitty. But that's okay. The Confederation wasn't a great thing, but it wasn't all bad either. Our final bridge is the Ruhi Bridge. Now, this bridge is very curvy. Some would say it has all the curves in all the right places, but to me, there is no such thing as the right place for a curve, because wherever there is a curve. The other thing about a Ruhi Bridge is its arches are kind of like the antlers of a gazelle. Have you ever eaten gazelle? I haven't. I don't know if I'd want to. It's just food for thought. Up next, the weather. I'm gonna beat you on off to Jonathan Applebee's, who's doing the weather right now. Wow, that was definitely a little bit more sensual than I thought it was gonna be, but still a great segment. I do love bridges, and I think I can relate to a lot of those that Barry just said. I'm gonna be sending you over to the weather. Jonathan Applebee's will take care of that.
As you can see today, it is a beautiful day out, but the weather is kind of shit. Hey, that rhymed. But yeah, gale force winds all around. Applebee's is not happy. I had a pickleball tournament scheduled for today that got canceled, but you know, that's all right. I mean, like, what do you want from me? The weather is terrible. John Applebee's, I'm supposed to be on my boat right now, but I can't get anything done. Check out the sky. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been John Applebee's, and I'm going to be signing off back to Barry. Bro.
Thank you, John, for the weather. That's going to be wrapping our new segment up for today.